It's probably the number one political issue in York and Adams counties.
But property taxes are not a problem for every Pennsylvanian.
It's going to be very hard to get votes statewide for total elimination. There's only about 60 state reps that are affected by very high property taxes in their districts. 143 state reps, it's like a ho-hum issue. Nobody likes property taxes, but they're not going to vote to help us.
For this reason, the York County House Republican delegation is taking the following course of action. First, support House Bill 2230, the only property tax legislation to be passed out of committee and thus eligible for consideration on the House floor.
Counties, municipalities, and school districts could levy a local income tax, either personal or earned income tax, to replace their property taxes. In addition, counties could enact through voter referendum a 1% county-level sales tax to reduce the property tax millage rates. The proposal would not only offset property taxes by placing them with an alternative funding method, but also would freeze property taxes at this new level.
Representative Grove's bill takes this and actually makes it a manageable piece, bringing it down to local governments, allowing the people to have a say in what form of taxation they want.
Second, the legislators are joining a lawsuit to be filed against the Commonwealth, challenging the constitutionality of the education funding formula, which fails to factor in student population, a practice that began penalizing high-growth areas such as York County when it was enacted in 1991.
Since then, property taxes have at least doubled and in many cases tripled, and we've experienced significant growth, particularly in a couple of the school districts that I represent, Central and Northeastern. Central's had about an 80% increase with over 2,500 students since 1991, and Northeastern about 1,500 students, a 53% increase.
Other Supreme Courts in other states have ruled that the legislature has to change the funding. We need our Pennsylvania Supreme Court to stand up for all the citizens of this Commonwealth to make sure that every child has the same amount of money flowing into their districts as they do in Philadelphia and other school districts.
The lawsuit, plus the legislation, equals sufficient support for students in growing school districts such as those in York County through better stewardship of existing taxpayer dollars.